Willkommen zum neuen Video, Leute. Ich starte direkt in ein Spiel. Ich überspringe wieder mal das Training. Ist nicht unbedingt die beste Aktion zu tun, aber ja, ich habe gerade einfach will lieber spielen als langweilig Training.
This year's 2K TV challenge. We have all-time Damian Lillard, Zion Williamson, and all-time Kobe Bryant. So
Würde gar nicht. Ich glaube, da kann man nur kassieren, Alter. In die Teams, Mann. Muss echt schwer sein.
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home.
Aber mein sieht voll grünlich aus.
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championships.
David Aldridge, thank you.
Oh, gegen Morant. Habe ich gar nicht drauf geachtet.
Tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot
Bisschen
of
Show-off.
body
Mal sehen, was er macht.
You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense.
Gar nichts passieren.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Evan Turner, D'Angelo Russell out there with Junior.
Nice one, Lloyd.
Then it's James Johnson. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant now in at the guard spots. And it's Anderson in at the three.
Schade, schade.
Now here's Towns. Nice
Auch nichts.
Valanciunas. Russell against Morant.
Das war mein Fehler.
A nice assist from Morant. Anderson's got the opening basket of the game for the Grizzlies. Passes it to Junior. First shot,
Let's go.
He's out of the blocks fast.
Gute Wurfauswahl, obwohl er vor mir steht. Alles klar. I'll take it.
Anderson against Turner. It's Anderson with the drive. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup is good.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Russell looking around. Yep, that
Schön.
one goes.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Allen outside. Now the pass to Valanciunas. And
Nice block.
sends it right off the glass.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
War nur so ein Blockfoul, Alter.
Intimidation right away. Gotta show those shooters you're gonna be there all night long.
Puts it up off the inbound, and it's Morant with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Chalk up two there.
It breaks down your defense
That's
when
right.
John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes one, Morant goes two.
Nicht.
And with
Was
everything
macht
we know
er?
about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA.
Der war so schön vorne, der hätte doch nur noch den reinmachen müssen.
Having both of them on your team. The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this
Let's
league.
go.
And that one's good, Junior.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
It's Anderson with the drive. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Anderson can't get it to go. Jumps up. And Junior
Let's
throws
go.
it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a
Bis jetzt
position
gefällt's mir.
to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And Turner the bucket on the assist by Russell.
That's the lead, man.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
So timeout call
Gerade ich
here,
hätte
the first
gefoult,
for
ey.
Memphis. last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd.
Ich habe echt gedacht, jetzt, das ist ein Foul.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. Portis comes in for
Das war ein Foul von mir.
Kogie's checked in for Turner. And it's Malik Beasley in for Russell.
You gotta know this is
Ja, der war scheiße.
at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40
Immer noch 100%.
I think he was the steal
Also nicht nur
of the
jetzt bei
draft.
3. Ich glaube, Fico ist immer noch 3.
He failed to 21.
And here's Winslow, following the three-pointer by Junior. Trying to get open is Chang. Winslow's shot is off.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
To the wing right side. Fader on the way.
Schön.
Nice shot by Portis.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all three levels.
Milton passes
Außer es
to
zählt
Chang.
mein, da wo der Block voll war,
He dishes it to Winslow.
dass da das als ein Wurf zählt. Dann habe ich keine 100%, aber sonst habe ich 100%.
Second chance shot, and Chang puts it in.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
To the inside. From 12 feet out.
Ja, der war
It's
scheiße.
Clark with the rebound.
Ja, bis dahin hatte ich 100.
Memphis trailing here. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Brooks against Beasley.
War scheiße von mir.
They get the rebound. Brooks kicks to Winslow. And another shot. And he lays it up and in.
With
Dachte, mein Handy hätte
physical
vibriert, aber
play doesn't
nope.
necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
Here's a Kogi. Shoots over Winslow. And so
Schade.
the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And speaking with Carl.
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined to what we.
So they want to devise, Greg, a strategy, come in and impose their will.
And that's what they want to do, but the reality is the best teams in the league know how to adapt.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you, Westcott?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Junior. And it's Spellman in at the 5, down low. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Cavaliers,
So muss es sein.
he had 15 points and did a sound job getting the ball to his teammates as well. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game.
Ja, ich glaube, jetzt müsste ich doch mal auf der Bank sein. Genau. War ich bis jetzt ja noch gar nicht.
And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves lead by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David.
Okay, nicht
Aldridge,
schlecht.
standing by.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Morant now in at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans.
Nicht schlecht.
You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Morant. 8 points for him. Over Russell.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Here's Turner. And a wide open look for Junior.
Schön.
Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got his third assist on the night.
Aber kein Dreier. Ich glaube, war kein Dreier.
Pass to Jackson. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Ja, würde ich auch sagen.
Trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Outside, Russell.
Was macht denn der schon wieder, Alter?
Lets a floater go. On the clock. Here's Junior.
Oh, der geht.
But it drops.
Oh, nice.
Got 17 now.
War viel zu früh abgeworfen.
He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Down low. Here's
Ja, der stand schön frei.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Russell passes to Junior. Right side Towns. Good.
Schön.
11 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Morant, the bounce pass. Anderson kicks to Morant. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And the Timberwolves call time here. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Winslow's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Allen.
Mein eigener Spieler wieder im Weg.
You know, if you're only looking
Man.
at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation.
So,
Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. Substantial penalties for breaking it
hat ein
early.
paar mehr Assists
But playing
machen.
in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, DA. Morant
Oh,
with the
nein.
steal.
Ich hätte einfach hochgehen sollen.
Winslow finds Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Eyes up, scanning the floor. Winslow plays with great poise and unselfishness.
Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. Here's Okogie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the
schade.
scoreboard yet. A second chance effort. And the
Nice,
foul.
and one.
So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And what a rebounder Towns is. The rapid intensity, the way he positions himself. Love the hustle.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Gorgie
Schade.
Daniels checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jackson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for John Morant. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's
ist
Winslow.
durch.
Defense is right there.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow.
Ja,
Just
das war
knows
klar und
how
voll.
to generate offense.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Lehman, he's checked in for Towns. Beasley for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Schön.
He's got 8.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Clark outside. It's deflected. Timberwolves leading by 17. It's stolen. Here's Melton. And
War der
easy 2
schlecht
points
von
on the
mir.
layup.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Junior. The shot's good. Junior's got 20.
Ja, da brauchte ich ihn nicht abspielen, wenn ich so einen schönen freien Wurf habe.
And his composure, he has the ability to go on scoring runs like this.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Minnesota on top, leading by 17. And so Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgie Dan. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's John Morant in for Anderson. On the court for Minnesota. Towns is out
Oh
there with
mein
Johnson.
Gott, und ich mache nochmal so einen
There's
Turnover.
D'Angelo Russell, then it's Evan Turner, and it's Junior in at the point guard position. And that one, good.
Oh,
If you
beschissen.
came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Morant left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
Ja, das habe ich mir schon gedacht, dass der die Dinge perfekt macht.
Within 8. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Grayson Allen comes in for Melton. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Now Russell. Pass to Junior. Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot.
Alter, der klebt echt an mir.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
A skilled, versatile forward, James Johnson showing what he can do from mid-range.
And out of bounds is the Timberwolves.
Nice, lauf halt ins Aus.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Russell dishes to Junior. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's Turner off the drive. And
schade.
2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's able to hit the
Ja,
second one, and
einen
that puts the
davon.
lead to double digits. The Grizzlies have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Russell against Morant. Russell with it. Outside Turner. Back to Russell. Turner against Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Junior. Goes up from the top of the key.
Ja.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to see.
Ja, ich würde mal gerne wissen, wer der Player des Spieler des vom Spieler des Spiels. Bester Spieler, Player of the Game. Jetzt haben wir's. Sprachfehler hier.
And the first one drops. And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it,
Oh, nice
anytime
Plakette.
you go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
So. Ich weiß nicht, soll ich nur die da... Oder soll ich lieber jetzt noch ein bisschen was anderes? Akrobat, verstärkt die Fähigkeit, Layups mit hohem Schwierigkeitsgrad zu verwandeln. Taktfinisher wäre doch auch was. Ah, ich mach das. Aber lieber so. Da müsste ich kurz davor sein. Ah, 10 Riesen. Dann machen wir doch direkt hier. So kann ich nicht. Ah, ich kann das Training nicht überspringen. Und irgendwie gar nichts wählen. Geht doch. Hat gerade voll rumgesponnen.
I had to pick 3 players I think could beat them. Who'd I choose? All-time Magic Johnson, all-time Kareem, and 2000-2001 Kobe.
I got Kareem and KD and Giannis. I figured I have to battle this team with some size.
So for my 3, I got LeBron.
Ja, muss überlegen. Ich glaube jetzt nur Size wäre jetzt halt nicht so. Brauchst auch echt einen guten Werfer vielleicht oder so. Aber unterm Kopf wird nicht viel gehen.
Terrific, talented backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes.
Diesmal sind wir die ersten Punkte des Spiels.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, Junior's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Evan Turner. Then there's Towns. And it's Johnson.
Nice, und gleich mal eine Assist geholt.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard.
Oh, gut gesehen.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Turner, following the score by Damian Lillard. And it's Junior missing.
Da war auf einen Schlag da, der Hund.
Anthony taking his time here. He dishes it to Lillard. To the middle, and stolen by Russell. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Towns kicks to Junior. Moves back up. Anthony with the block.
Melo
Ich hätte damit rechnen müssen.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Here's Russell after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Towns dishes to Junior. Outside, Russell. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Junior.
Jawohl.
Russell picking up the assist. Junior's got 5 now.
Well, Junior doing work beyond that three-point line. What a pretty shot.
McCollum outside. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 5. And McCollum on the floor. All business off the court.
Jawohl, perfect.
Player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the
Timeout.
seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media
So muss es laufen.
after he's done playing is a very real possibility.
Am besten jedes Spiel.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months. There's a level of determination on that dribble drive by DeLon Wright. Okay, DeLon, we see you.
Oh,
By Whiteside. And that's out of bounds.
der ist
Minnesota will
riesig.
retain possession. .146 left here in the first quarter. Beasley left side. Basket counts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Wright.
Oh, der ist komplett durch.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The quickness of DeLon Wright is a lot for defenders to deal with. How pretty is that drive?
Here's Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Collins.
Ey, gleich zweimal.
It's McCollum with the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Komm schon.
And I like
Der
the fact that
verschielt.
the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie.
Jetzt wird's Zeit mal wieder ein paar Punkte.
The word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Now, here's Junior. 23 points for him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Layman. And Whiteside sends it back.
Der ist brutal. Eben seine
Collins
Defense.
passes to Trent.
Der ist durch.
Inside. Collins, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Junior with it. Right on him.
Na,
In
endlich.
for his 4th field goal.
Mal wieder ein paar
4 for
Punkte.
7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Wright. There's the pass to Layman. Down low. It's tipped.
Mein Fehler, mein Fehler, mein Fehler.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And that shot was up in time, but
Haben die gerade ernsthaft Tree geschrien? Das war doch keine Tree.
Tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is
Ah, passt mir jetzt nicht ganz.
times where things are
Greggy's certainly a gentleman in victory.
Irgendwann mal höre ich mir das Zeug auch echt an.
Takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game to the first quarter.
Damit haben die wieder die Führung. Wird Zeit wieder das zu holen.
What do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Jetzt aber.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Junior. Layman is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Spellman in at the
Wie ich raste noch aus irgendwann mal. Wie immer die eigenen Leute stehen im Weg.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Amari Spellman. Johnson comes in for Bobby Portis. Turner's checked in for Jake Layman. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Malik Beasley. And the basket by Lillard. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Nice.
Russell gets it to go.
Russell is continuing to develop that deep perimeter shot. He's got to continue to be a factor from there.
Pass to Anthony. Hood with it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Junior with the ball.
Oh,
and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Some changes.
Ja. Ein bisschen erholen.
So it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead
Oh.
by 14.
Jetzt haben wir wieder. Das ist genauso. Manchmal kommt es mir vor, es muss einfach ein Sieg werden.
After the break, we'll see. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt.
Oh, das ist schon sein viertes Foul und wir sind gerade mal Anfang des dritten Viertels.
And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Junior kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Junior grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Hood. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Turner looking around. And the call is going to be
Illegal screen.
It is an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Russell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get
Deutsch, was ist denn jetzt los? Faulen wir jetzt die ganze Zeit?
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The dish to Towns. Russell kicks to Junior. From deep.
Komm schon.
That shot off the mark. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Hey, jetzt geht's aber los.
He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State. A small school.
Ja, das habe ich mir halb gedacht, dass der beide reinmacht. Jetzt heißt es anstrengend, Leute. Fokus.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for Hood. McCollum against Beasley.
Nice.
Layup for 2. Beasley's got 14 points. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And it's Junior missing. Trailblazers.
Jetzt geht's gerade los hier.
Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Passes it to Johnson. Over Collins. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Was ist los, Leute?
4 rebounds in this game.
Treffen nix.
McCollum with the ball. Beasley covering.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution.
Hey.
Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's McCollum. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
What a pass from Junior, proving how dangerous he can be distributing the basketball.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Dieser Abstand.
So for the Trailblazers,
Weil man so klein.
And it's DeLon right in for Lillard. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. McCollum against Beasley. Portland again missing.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Hey, das gibt's doch nicht.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession, and the Timberwolves.
Ja, nehme ich raus. Macht grad gar nichts.
Now here's Junior. Tight defense on him. And
Schön.
Towns gets it to go.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Johnson is out there with Evan Turner. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Junior. And it's Towns.
Wow.
At the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Junior, covered by Lillard, and that
Nice.
one's good, Junior.
Well, defender tries to give Junior a little bit of trouble, but this guy's got the physical response and scores anyway.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the paint. And Towns
Schön.
throws it down.
Oh, the defense has got to do more than that. Carl Anthony Towns embarrassing them.
Oh, ich hatte ihn kurz.
Beyond the arc. Here's Nurkic and the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. .104 left in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
So viele Fans waren da zu sehen und dann kommt 315.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Beasley.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in.
Block assist.
Everyone was surprised. Saw the opportunity to put this away.
Nein.
Did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Three-pointer, Lillard, nailed from three-point land.
Nicht schlecht.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Russell feeling it out a bit. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Some good moments throughout this one.
Okay, bald dürfte ich wieder Punkte verteilen.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alm.
Jetzt mache ich noch kurz mein... Oh, ich weiß nicht, ob ich es machen soll. Mein Daily Spin jetzt. Training kann ich wieder machen, das mache ich morgen. Weil das wird nix. Okay, Leute, ich danke euch, dass ihr ja wieder das Ende verkackt. Ich wollte eigentlich nur einfach danken fürs Zuschauen und seid nächstes Mal wieder dabei. Haut rein.